Welcome to the Business Blast podcast. I'm your host, Tyler Wagner. This episode is brought to you by Authors Unite. Authors Unite provides you with all the resources you need to become a successful author. You can learn more about Authors Unite and join the free community at authorsunite.com. Now, let's jump into the episode. All right, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of the Business Blast podcast. I'm your host, Tyler Wagner. Today, I have Gull with us. She is a money mindset expert. So welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, Tyler. It's a pleasure to be here.
Of course, it's a pleasure to have you on as well. And we'll dive in. The first question I have for you is, what is the best story from your life that has an underlying valuable message?
I think the best story would be the fact that you don't identify yourself to any particular circumstance or any particular situation, and you can actually change your identity and become whatever you want to be in any particular moment. So two things. I grew up in a council estate in a very poor area of London. Yet I grew up to become a barrister with the English bar, and I became an attorney with the New York Bar Association, and I'm a fully qualified solicitor with the England Law Society. So that's a great change. And then once I was a very successful lawyer, I changed again. I changed my identity completely, and I became an energy healer. And now I'm a fully qualified energy healer, and I'm practicing completely as an energy healer. And the lawyer part of me is now a distant memory.
And what is the most valuable piece of information we should know that is within your expertise or industry?
Yeah. The best thing would be that you are in control of your mind, and because you are in control of your mind, you're in control of your free will. You're actually in control of your reality. Now, whatever your free will allows, it's what you think about. What you think will dictate the kind of feelings you have. What kind of feelings you have will dictate the kind of situations, people, and circumstances which are brought to you in your reality. And that, in turn, will dictate the kind of 3D reality that you actually see, perceive, and feel. Hence, everything begins with you. Everything begins with your internal mindset. What you think about, you really bring about in your world.
And what's your best piece of overall business advice, so not necessarily industry specific?
For you to prosper, you have to change your vibration. If you're thinking from the element of lack and scarcity, you will see that in your business, in your professional relationships, and actually in the opportunities around you. If you start viewing yourself from in an abundant world, in a place where it's full of abundant opportunities, you will see many opportunities coming your way. You may see that a particular opportunity did not work well, or a particular partnership went down the drain, or it wasn't as fruitful, wasn't as profitable, but you will see there's an opportunity to learn, to grow, to prosper, because something better will come along. And if you actually look up, you probably see 10 opportunities which are waiting for you to go and use that experience where you supposedly failed, to actually go and prosper and make 10 times the profit that you're looking to make in that particular situation.
And if you could give your younger self one piece of advice, what would that be?
Let go of your identity. Let go of the shackles of the past. Let go of what other people expect you to be. As soon as you let go of this, what other people want you or expect you or need you to be, you can be and become and have everything you ever dreamed of. Your limitations are placed upon you because you are trying to live up to other people's expectations, other people's ideas of what you should be or who you should be or how you should live. As soon as you free yourself from that, you free yourself to move forward with speed and determination, and literally the world's your oyster.
And in your opinion, what is the key to happiness?
Self-love. I think until you love yourself, you're not able to be happy. It doesn't matter who's in your life. You're the best good-looking guy or the best work opportunities, the best environment, the best dress, the diamonds, the cars, the house. Nothing can give you happiness unless you love yourself. Because once you begin to love yourself, you'll be able to change your ideas about the world around you, and you'll start allowing other people to love you. And as soon as you allow other people to love you, happiness comes into your life very, very quickly. So it all begins with you. You have to love yourself.
And what's the best book that you've read, and what was the number one thing you learned from that?
It's not the first book I read, but I think the best book is I think the Bible of modern money mindset is that Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. I think that book has the best piece of advice for every single entrepreneur. It should be on every single entrepreneur's desktop, let alone shelves. And it should be something that everyone revisits on a regular basis. Each chapter on its own can be a book on its own. And especially the mastermind chapter is phenomenal.
And what's your favorite quote and why?
I think the quote that just popped into my head as soon as you asked the question was live and let live. If you just allow yourself to live and breathe and be, that's it. I think we're too busy trying to do X, Y, and Z, achieve, one circle, one goal, becoming the best at this and becoming the best at, when I was a lawyer, getting the next deal and making sure I complete this and we close that deal and we close this and getting that house and getting the car. I didn't stop to live. I had the money, but I wasn't living. So live and let live. Stop having such high expectations of your own self and start living. And you realize that you can achieve any goal you set your mind to as long as you're willing to live and breathe in the moment. I think too many people and too many of us, we are chasing our goals and we're forgetting to live.
Yes, thank you so much for coming on. This interview was extremely valuable. The last question I have for you before we let you go is, where's the best place for people to find you online?
I hang out mostly on Facebook, so please come and find me on Facebook. It's on Facebook /The Gull Khan, or you can find me on Instagram on it's Gull Khan, and you can also find me on gullkhan.com.
Perfect. Thank you again for coming on. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much for having me. It's been a pleasure.
The podcast you just heard was recorded with Anchor. If you want to make your own, download the Android or iOS app completely free from anchor.fm/podcast. That's anchor.fm/podcast.